And I want to challenge you to make a commitment to be a people who have had compassion shown to you beyond compare, like this guy right here, that now I too have a compassion. Because I once was that guy. And now I'll bet you that leper, I bet you he had a real heart of compassion. And I bet you he reached out to others in his condition as well, don't you? With the love and the compassion of Jesus, don't you remember where Paul said that we need to comfort others with the same comfort we ourselves have received? Do you realize that? What a great thing that we have received, that we now need to give to others. And I challenge us to be those people with a heart of compassion. Do you remember a story that Jesus told in Luke chapter 16? It was about a rich dude. And this rich dude walked in and out of his gate every single day. And right next to his gate was a guy by the name of Lazarus. And this guy was sick. And he had boils and messy stuff all over him. He was so weak that he couldn't even fend off the dogs from licking the sores on him. And this rich guy just walked back and forth. He didn't slap him. He didn't kick him. He didn't throw him out or anything. You know what he did? He ignored him. He was apathetic. He had no compassion on this guy. That was his sin. He's so blessed. He had so much to help this guy, but he did nothing. And Jesus said along this path that you follow me to a cross means that we have a heart of compassion, because I had compassion on you. You need to have compassion on others. And you have something that you can help people to be cleansed. The untouchables. Oh, it's one thing to invite our friend, our neighbor, the person that we go to work with and we're pals with. How about the untouchables that are around us in our culture? What are we doing for them? How are we ministering to them? How about the ones that walk in our door and we ignore them? We can't do that. One of the greatest sins is just to do nothing. Godly people who would do nothing, just look the other way. Worship team, come on up and let's lead this people in worship, all of us in worship. Remember, Jesus has the power to make people clean. Look at leprosy this way. Leprosy is like sin. You know, it does its worst damage. It eats away at us, penetrating deep inside, and it causes us to lose feeling towards the things that are good and right, and causes us isolation from God and from our fellow person, and eventually destroys us. Do you ever feel like the untouchable person that nobody cares about? Please know this: Jesus cares. Jesus is willing. Jesus has a heart full of compassion. Jesus wants to reach out and touch you. And another thing is that, like leprosy, sin, there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, there's nothing we can do to make it right. There's nothing we can do to be clean. We can only come to Jesus and say, I want to be cleansed. How can we, church? How can we offer a healing hand, a word of hope, a healing touch of Jesus to you today? How can we do that? We'll call you down front. We'll pray over you. We'll lay hands on you. I want to leave with this thought right here that's on the overhead. Jesus rises over the law to offer compassion. He rises over judgment to offer his love. He wants to do that for you here, now, today. Please stand. Please stand. Come, let us minister to you. Either here or out in the hallway. Please come.